Greetings again, folks. This practice will be an extension of the Tonglen practice. That was my last video. It is intended to be viewed after Tuesday, after whatever results we may discover or may not. But view it whenever you like. Let's get started by getting comfortable in whatever seated posture has been working for us, or whatever we would like to try in this moment. Could be sitting on a cushion cross-legged, could be sitting on a bench, in a chair, anywhere that you can feel both supported and tall, strong and centered. Somewhere that you can sit for half an hour-ish. Closing the eyes, if you're comfortable with that, or allowing the gaze to soften and lower. Feeling for this moment into the places the body touches the earth. The places where we're grounded in the yogic sense, but also in the electrician sense. All of our points of contact to the earth, to our furniture, to our props. The feet, shins, the calves perhaps, the knees, the sitting bones, the hands with forearms. Just feeling for a moment that weight. Feeling it settle. Bringing awareness to the pelvis and finding a nice neutral position for the pelvis, not too far forward, not too far back. Somewhere that allows you to feel just nice and tall and at ease. Letting the shoulders drop down and back. Allowing the front of the chest, the collarbones to sort of smile upward. Allowing the shoulder blades to melt down the back. Allowing the neck to sit straight and tall above the shoulders and the chest. Perhaps bringing a slight forward tilt to the head. Only enough to give you a sense of length in the back of the neck, in the skull. Only as much as it serves you, and I guess that goes for every direction I give. How little efforting is necessary to maintain this posture? Where can we give our bodies a well-deserved break? How much can we relax while we sit? Bringing this same relief to the face, to the jaw, allowing the teeth to separate perhaps. Allowing these muscles to ease for perhaps the only part of the day that they get that. Allowing the muscles of the face to relax, the forehead, the eyes, around the temples, around the whole head. Both feeling a sense of lightness as we sit, and a sense of relaxing into gravity. Now moving to our breath. Taking 3 full deep breaths and feeling our rib cage and our torso expand out in every direction, feeling our clothes slip and move aside as our chest cavity changes shape. On the deepest inhale we have taken today, and then receding back to the midline, back to your spine as we exhale. Just feeling that for a few more breaths. When you've finished all 3 breaths, releasing the need to control the breath, allowing the body to take charge of this responsibility for us for this time. Allowing your mind's eye to survey a vast empty stage, or studio if you prefer. And I invite you to add to this scene a character, a being from your real life, someone who you know or have known, someone who's real, someone who you love, but because they're real, this love is allowed to be complicated and real. You may have differences in some ways, but love nonetheless. As you inhale, drawing out of this person any suffering, any uncertainty about their life, about politics, about whatever long-term abstract fate they may be in fear of. Feelings of disappointment, trepidation, relieve them from all of these with your breath, using yourself, your strength and your will to transform these emotions, these uncertainties, these fluctuations of the mind, and breathing back into this being, this real, loved human being. The knowledge that they are all right for now. The knowledge that no one can know the future. The knowledge that no matter what, there will be hardships. But that they have the strength, the talent, the ability to survive and thrive in these hardships, in these times. Allow their fear to be eased. Let it be replaced with a sense that though things are never perfect, that they are all right now. Inhale. Lightens their distress. Take away their suffering. Exhale. Giving them everything they need. Love, compassion, wisdom, understanding, ease of being. Right now. Let them receive your breath, the energies that go along with it. Let it ease them. Let them feel these benefits, these changes. Let them be relieved. Let them be at ease. Releasing now. This pattern of this person, your image of them, your representation of them. Letting them be very real and still existing and healthy and at ease. Just clearing the space in this moment. And allowing it to be populated by, to be filled with those in the United States who are on your side. Coalition of people who are all different, all unique, who all came together for causes that they feel are important, that they have worked so hard to promote. And whether their team, your team, whether this group feels they have won, feels they've triumphed, feels that they have lost, feels that they are destined to an uncertain future. And knowing in both cases that these are archetypes and symbols, that even when we win, we don't get everything we want. For no one is perfect. This system is not perfect. The world and chance are not perfect. Even if we won, that there will be challenges. And even if in this round, this moment of time, we feel we have lost, knowing that not all is lost, knowing that we have each other, knowing that we are unified by cause, knowing that whether we win or lose, this event is passing like a weather pattern, like a cloud over our heads, and that the work continues. All of these people who you have joined with, imagine them holding hands around the United States. Big circle. knowing you've been brought together by some common ideals and values, knowing that you have worked incredibly hard, as have all of they. And as you breathe, inhaling their discomfort, their fears of the future, their fears of the present, and changing this with your body, with your strength, with your will. Breathing out strength, confidence, exhaling hope, and the knowledge and desire that the work continues. Inhaling now, relieving these people of their sense of defeat and loss. For no victory is perfect. And the work will continue. And exhaling, bringing them strength and ease from suffering, relief from their distress. The knowledge that right now, in a very real sense, we are still okay. That these concepts, they will affect us closer to home than, for me speaking personally, I ever thought possible. But that we have each other, have our bodies, and we have a duty to continue this work, to continue the march of civilization forward in the way that we think is best. Inhaling, relieving suffering, lightening burdens, taking away dis-ease. Exhaling, giving strength, courage, and relief. Now allowing this group to go their merry ways, releasing the handholds, allowing them to go back to their lives, back to their places, strengthened and rejuvenated, ready to continue the work. In the space that you graciously provided them, they've given back to you. I invite you to now welcome the other half. Those who you may not think of as part of your tribe. Those whose values seem so distant, so illogical. You may have fear of these people, what they represent, what they are working toward. Knowing that if the election went their way, as they feel, that the feelings of joy and victory will be tempered by reality. The reality that this world is still grieving, is still hurting. The reality that whether our side won or their side won, there will still be so much suffering, so much work to be done. And if they lost, reading that particular kind of suffering with compassion. We've all lost in our lives at some time. We know the feelings of dread, apprehension, fear of the future. Some of which may be unjustified and premature. Some of which might be really true. And as we inhale, drawing out from them, pulling out from their being any distrust or dread, fear of the future, fear of the other. And as we exhale, allowing this breath to nurture and feed them, allow them to take up and absorb grace, confidence, and ease in the mind. Allow them to find comfort. Allow them to know that they will survive, that they are strong. Whether we agree with them or not, that their work is important too, that their suffering is real, and we wish to help them. Inhaling, again, drawing in any sorrow, mistrust of the other, hatred, any ignorance, any veil that obscures a more genuine worldview, a view of what is real. Taking all of that in, transforming it, making it into compassion, openness, caring for your neighbor, allowing their and your friendliness to be more vast, less conditional. Allowing them to see through the propaganda, the biases inherent in all streams of communication, each in their own particular way, some intentional, some not. Allowing them to be closer to a more cohesive truth. And as before, even though this may have been hard for us, letting these folks go too, letting them to return to their lives, hopefully enriched, hopefully suffering less. Now, bringing into this room, this space, this field, all of the candidates, president, vice president, the winners and the losers. Gathering them all, taking their hands in a circle, knowing that in some ways they're similar, they're all passionate, they're all driven, they're all convinced of their power. They've all been afraid of losing. Some of them have. Though they differ in ideals and values, ideas of how to go about thriving and creating success for themselves and the world. Knowing that they are all people, that they can and have all suffered and will. Knowing that whoever's president and vice president now have a long road ahead of them, as do we all. Knowing that whoever has been defeated, if we even know at this time, that their life is not over. There is work ahead of them too. Knowing that everyone in this group has and will know joy and happiness, strength and ease. Knowing that they will all make mistakes. Knowing that they have all made mistakes. Knowing that they will all have loss. Because we all do. On the inhale, taking in, relieving all of them of loss, of grief, of fear, of anxiety, fear of fallibility, fear of the unknown. And breathing into them as we exhale, confidence, strength, and bravery to do the right thing for all of us. Inhaling, drawing in the partisanship, the tribalism, that which makes us feel so separate and so fundamentally different from one another. Taking that, transforming it creatively to a force for good. As you exhale, breathing into all of these people, a sense of oneness and unity, sense of engagement to work together across aisles and across ideologies and across stations in life, so that we may all benefit, we may all recover. Allowing this rather unlikely group to recede into the background, allowing them to go on their way, do the work that they need to do. Returning to the breath. Allowing the sound of the bell, allowing the deepening of the breath to bring your consciousness back to the surface. Allowing you to feel part of the world around you again. Allowing the eyes to gently open at your own pace. Taking in this place. It's beautiful and flawed. Has goodness and bad. Knowing that we are here to interact with it all, to try and do the best we can. Namaste.